throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A quick throw now complete to Ross. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now it's Herbert. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Herbert now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his second touchdown on the season.
and the Chargers are on the board first here in Vegas.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Raiders 0. Dustin Hopkins to kick off with the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to... Got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
The Raiders are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On play action, it's Carr.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. To connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Looking for Austin. Intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Raiders nothing.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here. So this defense coming out with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake. Carr. He'll let it fly for Austin. He's got it at the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And it's a wobble, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the ball. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 24, Herbert. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Raiders 3. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Chargers 21, Raiders 3. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Antonio Gibson on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on first down now. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, now Carr. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Carr to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Carr going to go on fourth down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Justin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Here's Carr to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On play action, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Carr going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 16.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and said, listen, we're wearing these color shirts.
He's by himself. Keenan Allen past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25.
35. Raiders 10. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Antonio Gibson on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
93.
Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
On first down, Justin Herbert going deep downfield for Ross. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Anthony Averett picks it.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Doug. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statistician.